Today, we have some big breaking news in the Disney Cars diecast world, and I guess the title kind of spoils it. So first, we're gonna play story time. So I'm here at Walmart, and it looks like I am very late to case V with Weedle Lee, the Rev and Go tractor, and Slim Hood. This is the best one that is still left, Aiken Axler. They also have Rebel Set Rule. So yeah, I was at Walmart today and I found some good old remnants, as I always do. This time it was of the newest case. So I picked up these three cars and was about to leave. As you can see, I thought I was done. Business was over. Time to leave. And then I noticed an interesting little sparkle on Brick Yardley in this 5-pack. I don't even know why or how. What was I doing looking at such a 5-pack that was out 5 years ago, it seems. I don't even need, but he just looked different. So let's take a look. He's glossier. His eyes look a tad different. So I was confused. I was like, what's going on here with this 5-pack? I was like, did they slip a Thailand Brick Yardley into this set? And then, I was like, no, it can't be. The Thailand Brick Yardley has, that segmented eye plate there. That's a little different, but he does look pretty similar to the Thailand version. And then I look to my left and I see this incredibly different McQueen. Now, to some collectors, they may think, no, he doesn't look that different, but come on, guys. Look at this. We have been so used to this expression on the Cars 3 Lightning McQueen, and now I see him looking to the left, or our right, his left, instead of looking straight on. He looks a lot different to me. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to the other one, but he looks incredibly different. So at this point in the story, I was flustered. I was like, what is going on with this 5-pack? Jackson, Storm, Danny, and Shannon look same, they look the same. And so it dawned on me, all right, we're going to look on the bottom and see where this thing was made. What the heck is going on with this McQueen? And little did I know, made in Vietnam. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe that. This is monumental for the Cars line. I want you guys to understand how crazy this is. Mattel is producing cars for the Disney Cars line in 3 different countries right now: China, Vietnam, and Thailand. That's crazy. That's unheard of. And it just doesn't even seem economical. Like, why would you want to invest in so many countries, have your assets spread across 3 different countries like that? I don't know, maybe they're trying, I think they are waning off China, so China probably will be gone from the picture in the next couple years. But they're probably testing things out in Vietnam and Thailand to see which one works better. But I just don't really get it. But this is monumental, guys. This is the first time ever that people have reported of finding Vietnam-made Disney cars. I'm the first person. I have not seen anything online about this, so that's why I wanted to do this breaking news video. This is pretty crazy. From here on out, the Cars line has changed. From this day onward, something is different now. There's a new variable. We now have Vietnam variants. We have VVs, Vietnam variants, which is pretty ridiculous because this McQueen is definitely quite a bit different from the one we're used to. But now let's just get into a little bit more of the logistics of the video. We're going to compare the Chinese cars to their Vietnam versions. I was about to say Thailand there because that's what we're used to now. So this set here should be the same, at least we thought, as this set here. It's different packaging, but same cars and all that good stuff there. So obviously you can see that the McQueen is different for sure. The eyes are just way different. I mean, not way different, but in us cars collectors' minds, it's pretty drastically different. Now, we're going to try and zoom in here at least and take a look at Shannon Spokes, who really does not look that different at all. Maybe a tad bit glossier, but the decals and the color does look pretty much the same. McQueen there, you can see that the decals look very strange, a little grainy. I can't quite tell. I'm not going to open this up just in case it becomes rare, like if this was like a one-off thing. I doubt it though. I'm sure this was mass produced. They don't look as grainy as Thailand though, that's for sure. And the eyes look better since it's not like a mouth plate or anything like that. or an eye plate, I mean. Now, Brick Yardley is definitely glossier, and his decals don't really look grainy at all, which is pretty awesome because, you know, here's the Thailand Brick Yardley, and his decals, as you guys know, are a little bit grainy. His eyes look a little bit different as well, but they are pretty much in the same position. The logo on the front just looks so different to me. That's why I was so confused. I was like, that logo is different unless I'm losing my mind. Now, Jackson in this pack is very strange because there's like some Sharpie marker across his eyes there. You can even see that, and it's a little bit like on the base of his eyes there. So I don't know what was going on there. But this Jackson Storm probably is the most similar to the China version. He doesn't look different at all. Same thing with Danny Swervez. Now, granted, he is in the dark back there. We can't really quite see too much of him, especially with the silly reflection going on right now. But he does look pretty similar. I'm going to try and see if I can point out any major differences, but the decals, the contingency sponsors on Jackson Storm are different. So keep that image in your mind there. And we're going to go back to the Vietnam one. I feel like I've accidentally said Thailand. It's just because I'm so used to that. But yeah, look at that. Those decals are far different than, I don't know if we can get both of them here in the picture, but there and there. Quite a bit different. Looking at Danny in this set, man, that reflection is bad. Sorry guys, nothing I can really do while you guys are getting a nice little peek at a bunch of cars on my table through that reflection. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this set. We're going to now move on to the Next Gen Leagueless 5-pack. Now, funny thing is, I just have crazy luck with these 5-packs. Remember when I found that set with that guy who scammed me with the custom Next Gen Leagueless? If not, definitely check out that video in the description below or the card suggestion pop-up. That was pretty crazy, and I didn't think it could get any crazier than that, but sure enough, it did with Vietnam-made cars. So once again, in this set, the two most different cars are the Center and the McQueen. So McQueen's eyes, again, look quite a bit different. They're closer together and they're smaller. His mouth also looks to be wider. The decals are a little more glossy. The rims also look a little different. They look brighter. Yeah, definitely brighter. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, Jackson Storm does not have the Sharpie this time, but you can see the Piston Cup contingency sponsors there. Now, I would have considered maybe getting another set to open, but there are only these two sets there. It's actually kind of funny because I was walking to the checkout with that set, this one right here, and that's when I actually looked and saw it was made in Vietnam, and it dawned on me to go back and check to see if this set was, and sure enough, it was also made in Vietnam. So I'm glad I went back and found it, although it meant spending another $20. So here's the Next Gen Leagueless, unnamed. Actually, oh my god, I got excited there if they maybe named this guy, but they kept him as the Leagueless number 52. That would have been even more monumental if they named this guy, because now he's being made in Vietnam. I do prefer the Vietnam Leagueless Racer though. The yellow looks a little cleaner. The eyes look a little better in my opinion. Can't really see too many other differences. Now Chase Racelott looks very closely to the China version. Almost as if they took one from China and put it in this Vietnam set here. It's probable that they even could have. The paint does look a tad bit glossier if you look in person. The contingency sponsors look pretty much the same as they do on the Chinese version. Maybe a little clearer. Again, we got Danny in the dark over here, so we can't discern too much about him. See if we can get another look at Chase from the side. The lines on the next gens look to be more defined. Like if you look there, it's kind of hard to describe here, but the curvature is much sharper right there than it is on the Chinese version here. It's definitely more curved. This is a little straighter. So some subtle differences here between the two, Vietnam and China, but definitely worth noting. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous, especially for the McQueens and especially for that Cars 3 McQueen that we noted before. Now, comparing the two sets in the package here from like an overview perspective, you can definitely kind of see. I'm going to move the camera here. You can kind of see how things have changed a little bit, especially between Leakless and McQueen. God, you can see so much on my table from these reflections. Probably getting a premature face reveal in here, which has happened before because I review things with plastic windows, just how it goes. So yeah, very interesting how, some of the cars look quite a bit the same and the other ones look pretty different, at least in my opinion. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this breaking news update. I'm kind of excited about this, even though it is, I don't know, it's just weird to have so many variants, cars being made in 3 different locations, and because of that, they're all different in some small ways. But China and Vietnam are much closer together than Thailand and China. So that's definitely interesting to note that Vietnam followed much more closely and followed suit to China than Thailand did. Definitely something to note there, but the decals are a little bit more glossy and grainy. So a little interesting dynamic there. But we're going to finish looking at this McQueen here again with that incredible eye expression that just came out of left field. I mean, you can even see like the little bolts now. They look a tad bit more sturdy. If that makes any sense. But yeah, crazy stuff, guys, on this Thursday night. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some information out of it. If you already knew this, then I guess it wasn't so much of a breaking news update, but I haven't seen anybody post about this, so I would assume I'm the first one to notice. Probably not the first one to be in the store with the Vietnam packs. I just doubt anybody would really pay that close attention because, again, they are kind of similar. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time for another video. Hopefully you've been enjoying the Disney Docket Marathon lately. It's been a ton of fun to record. And I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye now.